So this is the XAUUSD analysis for Monday, 19th of March. Now, let's have a look what happened prices and where prices may likely go. So previously we had prices come up towards this 128. We've then had prices head lower, posted a lower high, which is somewhat bearish for prices, posted a lower high. In around an area where we do have the 200-400 period moving average. They did not act as support. What we did see was further sell side momentum breaking below this 1322 that we did say if we did break below that we could potentially see further downside sell side momentum. Broke below there, traded below this 1320, and we headed down towards our most recent swing lows here in the market, from which a break from the 1320 all the way down towards that 1358, a level previously identified as being of some importance, from which we have seen the buy side momentum take us back towards the 1320, which would have acted as a resistance as it previously did over a couple of months now. And from 1320 we've seen the sell side momentum take us through the 1358, headed down towards this where was that actually? Let's just have a brief look. Headed down towards 1309. From the 1309, we did see a bit of a bounce to test the 1358, from which we have seen sell side momentum to break the most recent lows in around 1309, and we did trade all the way down towards this. Where is that? Let's have a look. Traded as low as the 107.71s. And again, we've seen the bullish buy side momentum return to the market. So we're not seeing that follow through all the way down towards that to 105.20, which is the area of interest. We are seeing there does appear to be some bullish momentum underlying this market. So at present, we do seem poised for a test of the 1358. So if we head up towards that 1358, we do see that sell side momentum. Hopefully, hopefully if you're a bear, if you are bearish this market, if we do see that sell side momentum return from the 1358, we'll likely see a move back down toward that 1305.20. If, however, on the test of the 1358, we are able to break and hold above that level for quite some time before seeing further buy side momentum return, after which we would have to look for prices then head up towards that 1320.25. Successful break from which we're looking for prices up towards our 1322, where we do have that confluence of the 200 and 400 period moving averages, and a break from there. 1328 should be the focus. 1330 minor level, wouldn't place much importance on it, but beyond 1328 we are looking for price head up towards that 1334.51 before looking for price head up towards that 1340 level to the upside. If, however, again, we're saying if we did break down from the 1358 on a retest, which we do seem likely to, if we do break down, the retest does seem likely. The breakdown, however, may not be as likely. But if we do hold this resistance as we have over here in the past, if we do hold the resistance again, we are looking for a move back down towards a 1305. Successful break from which we're looking for prices down towards that 1300. And if we do break down from there, we're looking for prices in head down towards that 1296 level here on the US dollar CAD. Not the US dollar CAD, the XAUUSD. Now, those are pretty much the levels that we are looking at here to the downside as well as the upside. So we'll have a look at the higher time frames. So we have a look at the monthly chart to see our price is developing. Remove these drawings because there we are. Remove the drawings, it makes the chart a bit crowded. So we have our lows here, posted a higher low there, and again posted another higher low. So we are seeing a bit of bearishness coming to this market here on the monthly chart. Last month, the month of February, did close bearish, and this move to the upside here in the month of March has been capped somewhat. The highs of the months so far has been in around that 1340. But as you can see here, we're trading below the month's open, and the month opened at 1318 essentially. So we are trading below the month's open. So we do see we could potentially see further sell side momentum here, for a continuation of the bearish momentum that we did see in the month of February. Now we do have to be aware of the dynamic level of the 20 period moving average is currently sitting below us. Currently sitting in around that well, it's quite a bit away. I wouldn't anticipate coming to focus soon. The 20-period moving average is sitting here on the monthly chart at 1269. So we do have to be aware of that. If we do see further continuation over the next couple of months or so, we do have the 20-period moving average, which could potentially act as a dynamic level of support. And in line of the most recent trend being to the upside for further upside continuation here on the XAUUSD. Now, let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. So here on this, wow. So here on this weekly time frame, as you can see, we posted a low, higher lows. So we are posting a series of high lows, which are bullish for prices. So we have our highs, but we do seem to be having difficulty decisively breaking this 400-period moving average. As we can see here, we've seen sell-side momentum come off the 400-period moving average. Again, we've seen sell-side momentum come off the 400-period moving average. And again, we're seeing that sell-side momentum return off that 400-period moving average. So 400-period moving average acting as a dynamic level of resistance here on the XAUUSD on the weekly chart. So we'll see if we do post another higher low, thus putting the 400-period moving average under pressure before we're likely to see a breakout to the upside. And we do have to remain aware of the possibility of actually breaking down from this 400-period moving average. But due to the frequency of tests, I'm looking for a potential break to the upside. I'm not going to sit on the fence on this one. I'm not going to sit on the fence on this one. Due to the frequency of tests, and the series of higher lows, I am expecting a break to the upside, I suppose. I think this is a wedge or something. There is a possibility of obviously breaking down, but again, expecting a move to the upside, possibly retesting the highs of 2016 around at 1375, beyond which we're looking for prices to move up towards that 1400 and so on. Now let's just have a look at the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, we can see here. Suppose we can we get our drawings back on and it still be visible? It's not great. We'll remove our drawings for now. So here on the daily time frame, we've had this move upwards, posted a high, lower high, had prices move down, found support, posted another lower high. We do seem to be posting another lower high. So there is the most recent trend here on the daily chart. There is a degree of bearishness to this market, with a series of lower highs and prices retesting these lower levels here. Now, we've got our 1306 or so, 1305, 1306, which does appear to be our key important level here on the XAUUSD. So we'll see what if we do have that sell side continuation down towards that 1305, where we have found support previously, or if we do decisively break below that level and head down towards that 1296. So it does appear that we are turning a little bit here on this market on the XAU. Found resistance there previously at 1357. Again, we trade slightly above that level, and we do appear to be it does appear to be a degree of bearishness here on this daily chart. As you can see, we are having those lower highs. So we'll see whether we can hold this support for further upside continuation, or whether we do see that further sell side momentum bring us down towards these levels, down towards those 1296s, 1284s, and those 1270s or so, where we do have other levels of support here on the XAUUSD. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the XAUUSD analysis. Thanks for watching.